Konnichiwa, thanks for watching INCOG. Better than a reaction video. And today, guys, we're doing a video that's kind of similar to the ones we've done with the FGO servant voice line. This one, it is Genshin Impact Ganyu voice lines English. All voice lines are gonna be in English. I don't think this is gonna be like having subtitles of English. I think it's just gonna be all English for her. I don't think it's gonna be like the Japanese or the Chinese or whatever person doing the voice lines with like subtitles. I think it's just gonna be all English for her. But yeah, right here it says that what Creole is her element. Constellation. So those are voice actresses names and her affiliation. But yeah, so without further ado, guys, it's only 12 minutes 53 seconds. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into this. So play. Sugar right. Oh yeah, that version link's gonna be in the description down below.
For your review and consideration. Effective immediately if all is in order. Ah, wait a sec. I forgot to sign it. Ganyu. There. Right. Now, what was it you needed me to do for you exactly? It's so nice to de-stress. If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though.
Moan? What? Yo.
But I love listening to the rain from the courtyard. Oh,
I do
the
too.
sun's out. When did that happen?
Hey, I'm gonna pause right here. I am the same way. I love to listen to the rain because the rain makes me easy to fall asleep. Now, when I'm working and it's raining, that's terrible because I'll be sleepy, but I love just listening to rain, even though it's kind of weird to say. I love the sound of rain, like hitting the window and everything like that. It just makes it so much easier to go to sleep for me. How about you guys? Do you guys like the sound of rain, or you guys don't like the sound of rain? Also, too, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to try to find the Japanese or Chinese the voice actress lines, or the VA lines for any servant on this. I mean, not servant, but any person on this Genshin Impact, like we do with the FGO servers. We do Japanese voice lines with the English subtitles. You guys want to do subtitles and listening to it in Japanese, or you guys want to just keep listening to it like this for the Genshin Impact videos? Let me know. All right, so play.
The air is just right. I love the smell of glazed lilies. Morning.
Glazed lilies.
What's wrong? Is there something stuck in my hair? Oh. Please don't stare at my hairpiece.
She don't like people staring at her hair? Looks good. It looks good. It looks lovely.
I'll excuse myself. Look how brightly lit the city is at night. Amazing. I wonder what it's like for all the people down there.
So her name is Jennifer Losey?
I think I'll pass on the night market.
Is a voice actress?
Sorry. May Rex Lapis watch over you. May your dreams be peaceful and sweet.
Ganyu looks really good. That's good. That's good looking waifu. No, she do though.
By looking out for the interests of all living things in Liyue. I finished all my assignments early today.
Oh, Liyue, that's how you say it.
Overtime? I understand. I'll get right on the case. I want to understand more about humans, and I especially wish to hear what you think of them. Why, you ask?
Wait.
Because you're
humans.
You're a bit different from most people in Teyvat, just as I am.
So she's not human, Ganyu?
What you think? So yeah, I was wondering what your opinion is on my work so far. Would you say I'm more of a common chest or more of a luxurious chest?
Oh wow!
It's fine. I can.
Wow, she put herself in comparison to the chest you get in the game. I'm dead.
To 1,000. Rex Lapis knows the meaning of hardship better than anyone else in Liyue. He has seen everything that has happened from ancient times to the present day, and yet he was forced to give up his entire life. Compared to him, I'm just an everyday vision holder with everyday responsibilities. I can't complain about my workload. Where merchants flock and all ships dock, and over the oceans flows its stock. People say this
Okay.
in praise of Liyue's prosperity, but a
Big
city
big
only
big poem
becomes
vibes. Big poem
successful
vibes.
through everyone playing their part
Big poem
diligently.
vibes.
That's the attitude I take to my work. I want to be worthy of what we enjoy here. I've named every single doggy living in Liyue. But they're so funny. Some of them still respond even when you call them the completely wrong name. How fascinating is that? Like if people were
Oh
to call
what?
me Bantu, how am I supposed to know they're talking to me? No way would I respond. Chingsin flower petals are pretty tasty. Incredibly tasty, actually. The only reason I don't plant any at Yujing Terrace is because they taste so good that I worry I wouldn't be able to control myself. Huh? Bitter? Yes, they are. Isn't that what they're supposed to taste like? I have
What?
absolute faith in
She
Rex
love
Lapis.
food or love to eat some.
It was only through his leadership that we were able to repel the monsters and subdue the sea creatures, and thus protect the peace of Liyue.
Oh, wait, she's not human. She
The
have horns.
sight
I
of
just
him
realized. I forgot.
protecting the masses, and the memory of our centuries of camaraderie. I shall never forget it. All of Rex Lapis's decisions prioritize the welfare of all life in Liyue. That's what I admire about him the most. I want to live up to the same standard, but it seems that the harder I try to follow in his footsteps, the more overwhelmed I get and the more mistakes I make. Each Tianquan adds their own interpretation and amendments to the founding laws of Liyue. The current one, Ningguang, does it with unmatched efficiency, but that efficacious manner of hers draws a great deal of criticism. I suppose it is always simpler to criticize than to tolerate. I cannot stand her disrespectful attitude towards Rex Lapis. But he
Dang.
says to me, Ganyu, this is just the kind of person Liyue needs in this day and age. I guess I'm not
Ganyu
smart
sounds
enough
like she's
because I
really
simply do
intelligent.
not understand what he means
I
by
might be
that.
wrong about that, but she sounds really
I
intelligent.
think I need more life experience to become wise enough to comprehend his words. She came to me recently to discuss the reopening of the Bishui trade route. She even asked me what Rex Lapis would do if it were him. Admittedly, what we came up with was not quite on par with what he would have chosen. But seeing the way she kept starting her plan from scratch over and over again, I think I started to understand her a little bit. You mean the boy in the blue jacket from the Feiyun Commerce Guild? He's nothing like his father and brother. Doesn't seem to care about the textile business at all. Seems it's because, as far as he's concerned, there are more important things for him to be doing. Of course, I'm merely speculating. Xiangling is a celebrity, but
Mm.
I
Oh,
tried
it's a
to
girl that
avoid
likes to
her
eat a lot,
restaurant.
right?
Just
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
because.
that.
No reason. Okay, fine. It's not a big secret anyway. It's because you can smell her cooking all the way from the other end of the street. And once you get a whiff, I mean, that's it. You're gone. Next thing
You're
you know,
gone.
you're ordering your second, maybe third
KO.
round. You just can't control it. Even though I only eat the vegetarian dishes, I
Wait,
don't
hold
know
up.
what it is.
Pause. So she said it like it was a bad thing. It's a good thing you can smell it from her. So you don't want to smell her cooking because you smell Zhang Ling's cooking. Zhang Ling, Zhang Ling, my bad, Zhang Ling food. If you smell it from a mile away, it's a wrap. You're just gonna keep eating. It's just gonna be that good. She said it like it was bad. So that's what it seemed like at first. Trying tripping. Okay, cool. All right, play.
But that is not a road I want to go down again. Not after. Recently, everyone in Yujing Terrace has been saying nasty things about the Crux fleet. But in my personal opinion, Beto's contribution to Liyue Harbor goes far beyond what those miserable, rumor-loving heathens could even contemplate. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure how that one slipped out. Yao Yao.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
I know at the Ministry of Civil Affairs tasked me with keeping an eye on her in the city, making sure she doesn't try and sneak aboard the Crux. Oh, you want to know what the Ministry of Civil Affairs does? Who knows, am I right? Who knows what they do? Not me.
Hmm.
He seems like a bit of an outsider socially. Probably just his personality. I can understand that, to be honest, but I'm not really about to try and get close to him. I mean, all the people he's ever agreed to team up with are no longer with us. You have
Oh
a last minute
goodness,
job for me?
they're all gone.
Okay,
Dead.
sorry, please don't try and explain it all verbally. Write it down. Leave a note here. I'll get to it as soon as possible. Let's see. I want to understand Ganyu better. What sort of request is that? I've never done this before. Um, um, um. Okay. I can, run you through my annual review from last year? That should bring you up to speed on me. No good? Oh, okay then. I've had a long, hard think, and I've realized that so long as it's for a work-related matter, there's really nothing for me to be embarrassed about. So if you really need to understand me more, this, hairpiece, it's actually my horns. That's right. I'm
Yes,
part
I thought
illuminated
yeah.
beast. Chilin to be
Illuminated
exact.
bees. Okay.
Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, please sign this non-disclosure agreement for me. And don't tell a soul. Even though I'm part Chilin, I'm still part human, too. Still,
Why
all
she's
these years
what?
I've been asking myself the same question. Do I really belong in the human world? Maybe I'm just like a dendro slime hiding in the earth, burying myself in numbers and
Can she
reports in
have
order to
kids then?
escape
Since she's
reality.
part human, but she's
Thank
a
you for
beast.
always making time to chat with me. I feel like I must have spoken more after meeting you than I have in the last 10 years put together. If I keep going like this, maybe one day I'll be able to move on to something other than secretarial work. Now that I've got a few hundred years of experience under my belt, I should be able to avoid
You
any more
100
major
years?
mistakes. My hobby. I would say my job. What? Why don't jobs count as hobbies? I thought hobbies are supposed to be things you look forward to doing, and that make you feel good when you've done them. That describes my job perfectly. So what's the issue? I don't understand why people insist on going all out to try and prove how their existence is more valuable than everyone else's. To exist in the first place is a
I feel that
beautiful
though,
thing,
because we're all
and
the
that's
same
enough,
human. We're all the same
isn't
person.
it? Drink only spring water, eat only whole grains. That's my motto. So I would be grateful if you could please remove that treacherously enticing looking plate of delicacies from my field of view. Much obliged. Chilins are strict vegetarians, so please do not take offense when I decline meat dishes. Yes, that includes your vegetable fritters, since they have been fried in animal fat. Thanks, but I can't.
Dang,
I'm
she
afraid
really
I
strict on
really
that
can't.
number vegetarian.
I don't mean to argue, it's just I have a keen sense of smell, so I know how they've been cooked. Many happy returns. After all the times you've looked out for me, I didn't even remember to get you a gift. Oops. Silly me, What's that behind my back? Oh, you saw it then. It's a failed attempt at making a Chingsin flour cake. I wanted it to be perfect, but... Oh, you think it tastes good? Do you really? Power? Now there's a key performance indicator I haven't needed in a long time. Could we maybe find a peaceful resolution instead? Never mind, doesn't matter. I suppose this is the new way of life then.
I guess at the ending of
I'm
the
not going
ascension,
to
you
complain.
like
I'll try to embrace it.
elopes.
I remember reading in an ancient
I know my
text
conclusion.
that
Never mind.
only when days be darker than the darkest night may a Chilin be compelled to fight. That's a massive exaggeration, but should the time come for battle, and should you need me, then I will give it every ounce of my strength.
Okay, so that's the end of the video right there. Ganyu's voice lines in English. Yeah, so that was pretty good right there. Cannot complain about that. I would rather it be motion and like seeing the person like emotion while they're talking and everything about it. But I mean, they just can't be choosers about it. So I mean, I like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah. So I forgot she was an eliminated beast. I forgot about that. I was like, what? Yeah, she was talking about she's like eliminated beast and all that stuff and stuff like that. I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, so makes total sense now. Now that I think about it now and everything. Like that is wild to me. Wow. So not just her hair, but the actual everything is her horns, or just that part is her horns. That's pretty cool though. All right, so like I said, guys, who I've heard of guys, want to talk about? Here.